Welcome to the Conference Carolinas Gridiron Show. I'm your host, Hannah Russo, and this past week we got to celebrate the first ever conference matchup in 51 years as North Greenville took on Barton. Before we go ahead and talk to North Greenville's quarterback, Dylan Ramirez, take a look at some of these highlights from that historic moment.
It was a packed out game. It was awesome just to see everybody come out there, like support us and just throughout the game, through our ups and downs, just to support us through the whole game. It was just awesome to be able to be a part of history as well about the first Conference Carolinas game football in 51 years. Just that alone, it was awesome just to be out there, be able to be a part of history.
Absolutely. Describe what that atmosphere was like, what you saw from everybody in the stands.
It was loud. I didn't ever see a moment where it was quiet. It was always loud. Every down on defense. They was always cheering on defense. They was cheering on offense for us to score. They was just always with us at all times, even when we was not doing well. When adversity hit, they was also cheering us on. So it was awesome.
For sure. And you had a great game yourself, finishing 20 of 28, 287 yards, 3 touchdowns in the air. What enabled you to get your rhythm started so early?
Definitely. Got to shout out the offensive line. Without them guys, we can't even start the play without those guys. So just how they played so well. I had my guys also on the outside, Tavon Charisma and EJ Rashid. They did well as well.
Yeah, you touched on just how important it was for everybody to be involved there. And I mean, you had a 70-yard touchdown with Eric Rashid. Describe what you were seeing in that moment and how you were able to execute.
He was balling that whole game. I think he had a punt return as well in that game. Every time he touched the ball, he thought I'm a scorer. And so that's how every guy on this offense on this team has is we're going to dominate each and every play, each and every rep that we have.
What player moment stands out to you as one of your favorites from Saturday?
Definitely just we see we got a bunch of transfers come in and just we got limestone guys. We got D1 guys coming that came in too. Just to see everybody come together, man. We're coming together and like we're starting to bond well. And I think we're really gonna do something special here this season. So just to be able to see that everybody come together, no matter where we're from, it's just awesome to see.
And North Greenville got to be on the winning side of history, like you heard Dylan talk about just now, outscoring Barton 41-28. Not only was this the first win in Conference Carolinas for 2025, the first win in 51 years, it was also first-year head coach Nate Garner's first win at the helm of this program. It was highlighted by a first half explosive performance by your Trailblazers. The Trailblazers jumped out to a 24-0 advantage through two, highlighted by a 61-yard punt return by Eric Rashid and a 29-yard pick six by RJ Glasgow. The Trailblazers' victory was no easy feat as they had to hold back a feisty Bulldogs offense that was able to claw its way back from a 24-0 deficit early on. The Bulldogs quickly answered with 14 of their own to cut the lead down to 10. Their offense was led by sophomore running back Jackson Parrish, who scored 3 touchdowns to cut the margin 34-28 on the final play of the third quarter. This game was full of emotion, full of intensity, and it was just what you were looking for the first ever Conference Carolinas matchup. Barton remains on the road for the third straight week, heading down to face number 17 West Alabama. North Greenville, however, will stay at home hosting number 5 West Florida. Shorter just took on West Florida, falling 42-20 despite a late push. West Florida's offense struck first, scoring early, while Shorter's offense was off to a little bit of a slow start. It was defense that got things ramped up when Brian Gilmore Jr. scooped up a fumble and took it to the house for 31 yards. While the Hawks ended the first quarter on a high note, they did struggle throughout the game to contain this fiery Argonaut offense. This Hawks offense was explosive on their own as Lanier McCrary Jr. bounced out on the right side for an explosive 95-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter. Safety Hugh Barbie III capitalized on McCrary's score, recording a pick six to cut the lead to 19 with under 10 left in the fourth. That late push, however, wasn't enough to propel the Hawks to a victory over the Argonauts. And UNC Pembroke had an explosive game of their own as they stunned number 16 Delta State emerging victorious 25-21. In the first meeting between the two teams, the Braves were able to capitalize on key defensive stops, finishing with 409 total yards of offense. This victory marks the second victory over a ranked opponent in UNC Pembroke football history. And the offense didn't get in on all the fun by themselves. Defense was able to hold Delta State to 8 of 18 on third down conversions. The Braves will host their first conference matchup this weekend as they take on the Black Panthers of Ferrum University. And Ferrum picked up their first victory of the season, defeating Shaw 14-6. It looked like a slow start for your Black Panthers as they didn't score their first touchdown until the third quarter, but they were able to capitalize on that momentum, taking the lead late in the game 14-6. The Black Panthers will travel to UNC Pembroke this Saturday for their first Conference Carolinas matchup. After facing D1 Presbyterian, Erskine fell 42-14. While running back Logan Coldren led the Fleet's run game, they were outgained 198-77. Erskine's defense posted 5 tackles for loss with 3 sacks, as well as a forced fumble recorded by Judd Terry that Derek Smith Jr. was able to pick up and take to the house for 41 yards. Erskine will stay on the road this Saturday as they travel to Brevard College. The Chowan Hawks stumbled at home as they fell 56-3 to number 22 Valdosta State. The defense was led by DeMarcus Carroll, who recorded 9 total tackles, 5 solo. That momentum was picked up by Samuel Tagg, who forced a fumble that Jamal Browning was able to recover and return for 31 yards. The Hawks are idle this week as they prepare to take on Shorter on September 27th for their first Conference Carolinas matchup. A historic weekend in Conference Carolinas as we hosted the first football game in 51 years, but we are just getting started. Check back in next week to analyze week 3 as we have more conference matchups coming your way.